Danny Segura for MMAfighting.com. I'm here at the Bellator 231 and 232 Media Day in New York City. I'm with Douglas Lima. We'll be fighting Rory MacDonald in the main event of Bellator 232 as part of the final of the Bellator Welterweight Grand Prix. Douglas, first of all, I saw some pictures on Instagram. Were you doing your training camp for this fight in Thailand? Or
I did only 2 weeks in Thailand for this one. My brother had a fight in Australia, so we went there first, and then from there, we went to his fight and came back home. Most of the camp was home, so feel good. Everything was good according to plan, and everything was smooth, and just can't wait to perform.
for sure. And the last time you fought was in May, if I'm not mistaken. And I know you were pushing for the fight to come to fruition a lot sooner because you didn't want to wait. Now that the fight is here, how was the break? Was the break okay, or ideally did you want the fight to go down sooner?
Yeah, I mean, I would wanted it to go sooner, September, the date that it was planned, but 2 extra months, no big deal. It was at the time because it was May, I didn't want to wait 6 months, but it's here, and everything was smooth. I stayed training and just ready to go now. The fight is here. I can't think about anything else but the fight, so everything is, it went according to plan.
Now, when this tournament was created, you guys were on opposite ends of the brackets. Did you have a feeling that this fight was going to be the final one?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Ever since it was announced, I saw the bracket. I was like, yeah, this is happening. This is happening in the finals, and I wanted it in the first fight, because I wanted to fight for the belt right away, Because when I heard that the belt was going to be involved, it's like, man, this is it. I get the rematch right away, blah, blah, blah. But I think it worked out even better. You know what I mean? We both two tough fights, to get to the finals. And here we are. And I think it's just going to make it even bigger, even much bigger than the first time because, we got the prize on the line. We got both belts, and I got a chance to beat him in this rematch. So, man, I can't wait. This is looking good. Everything feels great, and I'm excited.
This is a huge night for you. I mean, it's a rematch, a loss that you get to avenge, an opportunity to regain your title, and also to win the Welterweight Grand Prix and $1 million. Talk about kind of the magnitude of this fight, compared to like all the other fights in your career.
Yeah, this is huge. Like you said, it's just so much on the line. I got this rematch, both belts, the money. So it's a lot that can, sometimes put the pressure on you. It's a lot of pressure, definitely. Every fight is it's a lot of pressure, but I think this one has a little more into it. But I'm just making the most of it, man. I'm just enjoying this moment. I know this is the first of many high caliber fights like this. That's what I want. I want the big fights. I want this pressure. I think it makes who you are. You know what I mean? We're about all this pressure, and man, I'm looking forward to this.
And what have you made of Rory's run through the tournament? I mean, he got one draw, one decision. Overall, are you impressed with what he did in the tournament?
Yeah, I am actually. I mean, he was going through some changes. He still fought really good. You know what I mean? I think it looks good, man. He's a smart fighter. He's got a good game plan for every fight. Had some tough times with Fitch, in that fight, but he still pulled it through. Against Neyman, he did much better, and I think it looks good, man. I'm expecting the best out of him in this fight. He knows how important it is. He knows it's gonna be a dangerous fight. Same for myself. So I think we're both gonna bring the best out of each other in this fight for sure.
And you mentioned there that he had some changes throughout this tournament. I know you're a man of faith. Do you understand where he's coming from? Did you ever deal with that, like being a follower of Christ, and then also dealing with your profession?
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's tough at first. Of course, I understand what he went through, but it's just amazing. I think that's gonna be good for him. I think it's gonna make him a better fighter because he made me. You know what I mean? I know how I feel. I know how much it changes you. It's a real thing. I wish everybody could experience something like that. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be good for him like he was good for me. And that's definitely going to make him a better person, a better fighter. And I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be good. I know he's going to bring the best out of him on this fight. Like I said before myself. And, man, it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good for him, good for me, and good fight.
Were you always a follower of Christ, or did that come in your career as you were going on?
I mean, I was always a Christian. Ever since I was a kid, our parents raised us like that. But it wasn't until maybe 4 years ago that I was actually after my injury. That's the only thing I could turn on to. It was God, man. Because, man, there was no way out, man. Doctors told me I couldn't fight again. So after that, I really started getting close to, close to Christ and and all of that stuff. And he got me back, man. I'm serious. It's like there's no doctors that did that. That was all him. And I'm very thankful and faithful, and I'm keeping my faith. I'm able to do what I love still. You know what I mean? Because fighting is my life right now. I gotta keep fighting to provide for my family. And I still can do it. You know what I mean? That was some crazy injuries, some crazy years that I had to go through this stuff. And here I am. I'm back at it. At the top of my game on this. I feel like I'm in my prime right now, and it's all because of him.
Last question. You somewhat envisioned that this fight would come together in the final. Now, obviously, you're going out there to win. Do you envision a trilogy fight if you're successful on Saturday night?
If he wants to, yeah. If he wants to do it again, for sure. Because I know I'm going to win this Saturday, But I think it'll happen. I think we're both, at the top of this division here in Bellator and on the world, I really can say I can beat anybody on the planet right now at 170. But one step at a time, for sure. I got a tough job ahead of me this Saturday. And, pull out this win, and then we'll see what happens in the future. Main thing is just being a champion now.
All right, Douglas. Well, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck on Saturday, man.